Let's take a trip to the Saddle Mountains in central Washington, shall we? We're on top of a building in central Washington with our friend Nick. With our friend Nick. He's going to show us some great evidence here. Provide us some glorious views from up above on top of this building, looking down into this basin. And this is private property. So we're seeing things here that really no eyes have seen in quite some time, eh? Likely, since the early days.
Good morning, everybody. Saturday morning.
Good morning.
Saddle Mountains once again. I'm back.
Let's do it, baby.
This time, private land. Very generous brother-sister team guiding me up here, and we are enjoying an amazing set of views. The weather is improving, and I just want to shut up and give you a chance to appreciate these views.
We do appreciate it. Lovely day for some melt, eh?
And I want to just add to what I was discussing before. Holy cow!
Now that's the reaction. That's the reaction I have every time, Nick. It don't matter. It never gets old. I know. We know it. We understand. Yes. It's okay, Nick. They are melted. Yes, they're melted buildings. We react the same way every time. That's what keeps us going. We love it. And we're solving these mysteries here, hey? So why don't we do this, Nick? Why don't you give us what the narrative gives us, and give it to us raw, baby. Tell us about that volcanic ash. Please tell us about that volcanic ash, baby. We would love to know more about it. And I'll chime in here, and I will, because I know that you have difficulties sometimes explaining exactly what's happening here and what we're seeing. So I'll chime in and give my opinion and what I think I see is going on here. And the audience can take it or leave it. They can take it for what it's worth. But we appreciate it. We appreciate this, Nick, because this is great evidence here. Just wait till you see this, folks.
Can I swear here? No.
No.
I can't swear.
No. My show. Now look at the building. Look at the building down here. Look at the building. Look at the building. Look at the building. This is why. See the right angles here? This is why the holy cow. This is why the holy cow. Here's the culprit for the holy cow as we came across over the bend here. Looking over said building. And there's all sorts of... Now, let's move on here, Nick.
So I need to emphasize one more time. This is not public. I'm not giving you a GPS coordinate. This is off limits for everybody. But this rare opportunity gives me a chance to share.
And we appreciate that, Nick. Look at the building back here. You can see each floor here collapsed. We will see this better when he gives us a better look at that. And the building down here, we see all types of apertures, openings, and such and so forth. I even see a arched entryway right here in aperture. And what looks to be columns possibly on top here. Now let me drop those labels here. Moving on. Original.
I have to come over here for just a second, if you don't mind.
We don't mind, one bit. This is great evidence, Nick.
So while I'm scrambling over here and we just have this nice scenery.
Look at the basin. Oh.
Last weekend, you might recall that I was dealing with Lydia Steich's paper, having the Snake River coming down through here.
Very important. He's going to tell us more about Lydia's paper here. Because the geological community is divided on this bullshit paper because she's not providing enough evidence. And she never will, Nick. She never will. So my suggestion would be to not, just to drop her altogether. Just drop her altogether. She's not going to have any evidence supporting that claim. It looks to me to be a water reservoir. Look at the building. It looks to me to be a water reservoir.
It's going to come to the lip.
Look at the building. Look at the building. Look at the building.
Up the route that...
For
can find
fuck's sake, look at that building. Oh my god, look at the building. With the flat wall still, look at the melt. Look at the melt. The building is in a pool of its own soup. In a pool of its own soup, baby. Yes, it is. Look at the apertures and openings here. And all these doorways and arched entryways here. Give me a break. Holy cow, Nick. Yes, holy cow. It gets better though, folks. It gets better. Now, this to me would seem to be some sort of a water reservoir for the colossal megastructures that we see that we're standing on here in the backgrounds, and that we're standing on here with the red sand and the red bricks. They are red, and we will see some red bricks in said volcanic ash layer, which he will be showing us here in a moment.
So we're looking north across Crab Creek. Crab Creek is flowing right to left. I hope that you can see that there's some impressive scabland here. So there's evidence of the Missoula floods from...
Again, the building. Again, the building. Again, the building. It's melted. It's completely destroyed. And this structure back here. Why don't we take a look at this here? You can see each floor going up, each floor going up, each floor. See that? All the way to the tippy top. All the way to the tippy top here where he's pointing. And this right here is what he calls volcanic ash. We'll get into that nonsense in a moment here. But you can see each floor here. Here's one here, here's one here, here's one here. Now let's move down. Back out, move down. See each floor, all the way down. See each floor with the apertures and windows. Apertures and windows in rows. In rows. Everywhere. Here, see? Hang on, I think that's my recycle truck. And it absolutely was. So that was just in time there. I almost missed that. So like I said, the basin just appears to be some sort of a water reservoir, water channels from the past to support the plumbing needs, the water needs, the agricultural needs of these colossal megastructures. Hence why we have this enormous water basin right here. You can see it's been carved out, man-made. Just give me a break. Not carved out, but constructed. Rather, nothing was carved out here. That's the point. That's the idea here. The Ice Age floods did not carve out anything. They didn't happen, in my opinion.
East to west.
Not the way they say it.
Down through here. You're looking down on Crab Creek Road. There's some muffler boys down there having a blast this morning.
Well, that's lovely.
And Lydia has the...
No, that's lovely. I like to hear that, I like to hear that. People are having a blast out here, But we're going to move ahead here to the juice, baby. Because you know what, Nick? We want the juice. Tell us about this volcanic ash. Let's move on with it, baby. He's going to show us some more structure here, too, I think. Right? No, those are people. Okay. And the red bricks. And the red bricks. And the red motherfucking bricks.
Okay.
Yeah, he's confused.
Wow.
A bit confused, yes, I know. I know. They were red, yes, they were.
Private land, remember?
Yeah.
I can't get you here.
That's okay, Nick. We appreciate this. The red bricks.
Those that know this drive down along Crab Creek, when the sun is right, they look up on this very tippy top of Settle Mountains and they notice this burgundy or maroon, or I don't know what the color is.
Red. Red bricks.
Cinnamon
red.
That the camera's probably not picking up very well.
It is
picking.
Nick, it's picking it up just fine. We see the red bricks. It's picking it up just fine. We appreciate it. You're doing great work.
And that 30 feet of ash continues over here. And here is this brown. I've never gotten my hands on this maroon.
Red brick. Red. It's not maroon, it's red.
Tough.
He can't say red. He has a hard time saying red. Hard time saying red, Nick. It's okay. We're all in this together, baby.
And I gotta catch up with this.
Or are you?
This Cougar Point Tuff is 11.8 million years old.
I don't buy it.
And it is ash from a supervolcanic explosion that happened in southern Idaho.
In southern Idaho. He's going to tell us that ash was deposited from a supervolcano in central Idaho, all the way here to central Washington. And these are red bricks. And these are red motherfucking bricks, baby. These are red motherfucking bricks, baby. You know?
This is ash that came out of the sky.
This is ash that melted down from these buildings.
From a Yellowstone explosion.
From an X Factor event.
When the Yellowstone mantle plume was at a place called Bruno Jarbidge, which is a caldera that's mostly buried now near Twin Falls, Idaho.
Well, how did it get buried? Look at the red bricks on the ground. Look at the red bricks on the motherfucking ground, baby. The holy and sacred ground. Look at the red bricks. Look at the red bricks everywhere. Everywhere. Holy smokes. Look at this building here. Look at this.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's the reaction, Nick. That's the reaction. Every time. It never gets old. My Lord, yes. You might want to fix to do some praying, eh? This is lovely evidence. We love it, Nick. We appreciate it. Get a load of this. There's the columns. There's the columns. He's laughing.
Oh my gosh.
There's the column. He's laughing.
Oh, you died. No.
He can't even hold it together. We can't even hold it together. We can't even hold it together. This stuff doesn't even look. This is too. You know, just give me a break. He's like, this is too obvious. This is ridiculous. I can't even believe what I'm doing here.
One right here, sibling number one.
Look at the columns. They're made of bricks.
Canyon wrens.
The columns were made of motherfucking bricks. Look at this one right here. They were made of bricks. We've seen this before. Holy smokes. Look at the bricks in the columns. Oh my god. Okay. He's laughing. Yeah. It's not funny. It's not funny, Nick. It's not funny, Nick. People died. How about that? That's their excuse for stuff. People died. Well, how about that, Nick? Not so funny. People died. And they did. And they did.
Life gets a little more precious as you get older.
Yeah, that's not funny, Nick.
Right. Wow.
Okay, now we're going to get some juice here. Right here. Right here. Here it is. Look at the aperture. Sorry. Excuse me.
Yes.
Because my brother and I used to climb around down there when we were teenagers.
I'm sorry. I just got all excited.
I was like, I'm not going down there now.
Life gets a little more precious as you get older.
Because these buildings are falling apart. Yeah, that's dangerous, baby.
Wow.
Now here we go. Here we go. Look at the opening. He's not going to show us that. He's not going to show us that.
It is awesome. So I'm going to do another quick take on this.
He's not going to show us that aperture right there.
Here's a very thrilling take.
Show us the aperture. Show us the aperture.
This is all ash fall.
She's looking into it. She's looking into it.
And, you know.
Show us
100
the
years
aperture.
ago,
How is he not interested in that aperture that she's looking into? How is he not interested in that? He's going to call this ash now. Listen to this.
50 years ago, there are geologic reports of this Cougar Point Tuff. It wasn't called that at the time.
Look at the bricks.
Like, wow, there's 30 feet of ash fall here in central Washington. This ash must be from the Cascades. There must have been one hell of an eruption in the Cascades. And they knew the rough date. They knew the date had to be something like
Look at the bricks.
11.5 million years ago. So they're like, I don't know of a Cascade volcano
Red ones.
that erupted 11.5 million years ago.
Red ones here.
But in the report,
And yellow bricks here still in rows. And then, wait, there's some red ones here. There's a couple of red ones down below here, right where, let's see, where if he...
they're like, must be Cascades. Because why? Well, you're downwind of the Cascades. If I swing you around...
At the bottom there.
I swing you to the north. And then I swing you to the west.
Take our attention away from the melt.
Cone volcano, stratovolcano is on the horizon.
No, they're not. No, they're
You
not.
can't blame the early researchers to just think this is some sort of Cascade story. Well, here's the exciting part of the story.
Some
This
sort of
ash was
cascade.
finally sampled by Barbara.
Some sort of cascade story. He keeps telling us about these stories with the red bricks. With the red motherfucking bricks. He keeps telling us about these stories with the red bricks everywhere. I think that's enough, Nick. But we appreciate the evidence because this is a melted building made of bricks, and they're still red. They're still red. It's not lit. It's not volcano ash that came from Idaho to Central Washington. Idaho to Central Washington. That's ridiculous. Give me a break. Careful getting off this building, Nick, and because we would love to see more evidence like this. Love you all. Take care.